until I walked into Bethel Church. And I walked into the church and I went like, ooh, something's here, something's happening. And we were standing and singing and, going through the whole order of service. And I just took my son, I just threw him at my husband and said, you hold him, I can't hold him. And I had to sit down. And I knew something was happening, and I held on to the back of the pew with both hands. I mean, like white knuckles, right? Holding on to because I knew if I let go, I was going to go down that aisle. And I'm holding on, and I'm just shaking and shaking and shaking. And so Eleanor Bryant, John Bryant's sister, came to the back of the church, and she says, God's calling you. No, he's not. I'm holding on to the pew with dear life. And I go home and I ask my husband, I said, what happened? He says, oh, it's just, he came from a more charismatic background. He says, oh, it's just the move of the Holy Spirit. It's okay. And I said, all right. And I asked my mother, I said, Mom, what happened? What happened? And she said, oh, it's just an emotional service, I asked my dad, what happened? He said, it's just a cathartic response to worship. And I'm going like, no. Something is happening. And it's not something, it's someone. And so I said to my family, I said, I'm going to go back. But no, your church over here. I said, no, I'm going over here because I need to find out what this is. I need to find out what this is. And so here I am.